Now, you know we love to keep our finger on the pulse here on Mornings and across ABC Radio Canberra. And because we've got such an interesting crowd of very eclectic people from all different walks of life, it makes it really easy. Well, someone else who's great in our community at finding hidden gems is Vikas Sharma, is the producer and host of ACT Desi on 2XX FM and joins me now. Yuma, good morning.
Yuma, good morning, Dan. How are you?
I'm very well. Great to have you along. Now, look, to kick us off, the Australian Indian Fair is coming very soon, beginning of next month, in fact. I wonder if you've been marking the day off and counting down in your calendar. What is going to happen? What can we expect?
Right, so it's AUSINDIA Fair, which happens almost every year. But last year it was cancelled because of COVID reasons. Started in 2018, but this is like, this is done by FinACT, which is the umbrella body, under which all the associations working in various different, Indian communities come together and they organize a fair in which, they talk about how we are collaborating, how we are adding value to the community in Canberra and Australia broadly, and what are the, opportunities that are available, in terms of education, in terms of trade, in terms of finance, business, and in as well, people working in Canberra as well. So there will be lots of activities as it is a multicultural event. We belong to a country itself which has 28 states and 8 union territories, 22 major languages, as you know. So it's like an amalgamation or like a, potpourri of all the cultures that you can find in India, in Australia, Canberra, activities, games for kids, food stalls, culture, colours, dances, anything that you can expect.
Yeah, and that's one of the really fabulous things, isn't it, is that there is so much on offer and such a diversity of the stories of India. It's not just one big story that's all the same. There's lots of, as you mentioned there, language groups, cultural groups and the like.
Yeah, and that's definitely the case because, most of the times what we do, we understand, have, limited understanding. This kind of fair actually gives a, fair bit of idea about what the, Indian community stands for. It's really like a multicultural, event in itself wherein, as I said, 28 states and 8 union territories. People are there in Canberra. I was just going through one of the Facebook post which recently just said that in Canberra itself there are 32% people who are born overseas and one in 4 speak a language other than English as well. So you can understand these possibly are people from various diverse backgrounds. And that's what it is, not just about, one food item or one dance item or one language. It's about so many languages that add flavor and color to this, beautiful community.
Yeah, and so important. Now, what more can you tell us about where and the times and that sort of thing?
Yes, and so this is happening on 2nd of April in Thoroughbred Park, Lyneham. It starts at 12 o'clock and it'll go till evening 6 o'clock.
All right. Well, there you go. There's great to know about that. We're looking forward to that one. I want to shift gears now to the Repair Cafe in Tuggeranong, and I want to play a little bit of audio that I've got here.
The Repair Cafe is a safe space for them to be in.
Sure.
Because we're here.
Correct.
But yeah, so but that is a challenge when you're from a minority group and you want to get involved in
the mass
anything.
Community, the broader community.
Community activity,
Yeah.
broader community activity. Is it going to be accessible for you? Are you going to be welcome?
No.
And that is a big challenge that people need to overcome to be able to more actively involved in community.
And that's the Repair Cafe there that broadcaster, storyteller Vikas Sharma was at. Tell me, what was going on there?
Right. So as a platform, ACT Desi, I've started this to highlight, what's happening on ground in Canberra, not just the Indian community, but the broader community that is doing good because there are so many stories to tell. And this was one of the, concept that I came across while I was browsing through a lot of news. And I found it very intriguing for the fact that It's about recycling. It's about reducing waste. It's about green environment. And Repair Cafe is an event which is organized by C Change, which is SEE Change. It's an organization, volunteer organization that organizes this, wherein you visit and you can get I was amazed to see the knives getting sharpened, the laptop getting repaired. There was this dresses getting altered, and there was a lot of connection going in. I mean, there was people who were getting their air fryer getting repaired, to massages getting repaired, and this is all free. And these are the things that we need to know about. People need to know, because as a society, as we function, it's more of like use and throw, but there are so many things which are like fixable. And also, I was really intrigued by the fact that the clip that you heard was in that clip there was Megan Watts, which is representing she was representing the diversity ACT, and they had collaborated with Repair Cafe to run a little cafe there to serve the people who visit at a subsidized pricing, and in turn, gain some kind of financial aid to support the cause that they support, and for people from the minority group who can come and feel safe and feel comfortable and welcome. So that was like really interesting for me, and that's why the reason I picked up that story, went there, made a short video out of it so that people can actually look at it on my Facebook page and have a flavor of it, because audio is just one part. But if you give audio visual, more people will look at it. Probably there will be like 10 people more going into Repair Cafe next time.
Yeah, and that's where it grows, isn't it? And then you have lots more people and lots more things getting repaired, and there's a kind of, it's two-pronged, isn't it? On one hand, you're recycling and saving things, and on the other, it's actually about bringing people together and finding those community connections, which I think we could all do with a bit more of. Vikas Sharma, wonderful to yarn with you. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of the Canberra public holiday.
Thank you so much, and happy Canberra to you and all the team. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And that was Vikas Sharma, broadcaster there and communicator, storyteller as well.